and teen sex objects?
High school kids are attracted more to the sexual situations, but I don't think we should be catering our viewing habits to high school kids.
The news is now.
You may be a huge fan of Gossip Girl and The Vampire Diaries, but the Parents Television Council says those popular shows are turning teens into sex objects. So is Hollywood sexualizing teen girls? Joining us are Alicia Quarles, Global Entertainment Editor from the Associated Press, and Gavin from the Parents TV Council. What's the basic problem here, in your view? When we say sexual, we don't necessarily just mean an attractive, youngish female character in a cheerleading outfit.
No, we're talking about young women and more young women as opposed to young adults and grown women.
So under 18?
Yeah, under 18. We're talking about high school and junior high school girls being portrayed in a manner where the focus is on their sexuality more than the focus being on a cheerleader who happens to be wearing a skimpy outfit to somebody who's wearing a skimpy outfit who happens to be a cheerleader. The focus has shifted, and we're not just that, but we're seeing more and more of the young girls being portrayed in this way.
And a lot of sexual activity either shown or hinted at without the characters appreciating the gravity of it.
Yeah, the consequences are almost completely non-existent, especially when you're dealing with young girls in sexual activity. And also not just the consequences, but rarely, if ever, are they shown in a committed relationship. And obviously we're talking about kids, so we're not talking about marriage, but even just a steady relationship. You look at a show like Glee or Gossip Girls or things, they hop from one partner to another without any sort of commitment.
Yeah, but I would argue that this is not a change. I remember way back in the day when the first 902 was on and I was young, the girls were hypersexualized then. They weren't in committed relationships. It was pushing the envelope. Now, I agree with you that the sexualization of young girls is unfortunate, but that's where parenting comes in. If you don't want your kids to see it, you have to monitor them.
Well, America must not mind, because for better or for worse, the networks want viewers, they want ratings, they figured out what Americans want, so maybe some of us are just stodgy and we're old fogies and we're out of touch with what people want.
It's the formula. Sex sells, unfortunately. Yeah, we're saying it's not right to see Leah Michelle in GQ with her legs open. It was a little bit, but Hollywood knows sex sells. People are going to tune in if there's hypersexuality.
I think there's two things I'd like to say to that. One, that sex sells, I think, to kids. And I don't think sex selling to adults, I think, is a misnomer. It's one of the great myths that everybody thinks is true. When you look at things, just a few weeks ago, you had one night, CBS aired the Victoria's Secret porn shoot or whatever it is they call that. And on the same night, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I know I've seen hundreds of times, all through my life, was aired the same night. Millions more people watched Rudolph than the girls prancing around.
But the guys do like the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
And women
watch it too. That's right.
The number of millions more people watch the kids show, and that's not just kids. It's the whole family watching. And I think if you go towards what the kids are watching, yeah, high school kids are attracted more to the sexual situations, but I don't think we should be catering our viewing habits and what we create in the media to high school kids and what their predilections are.
I agree on that.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
You're welcome.